Next week marks the beginning of the fall session for lifelong learning of Hilton Head Island, and joining us to talk more about that, Elizabeth Nance. Great to see you, Elizabeth.
Thanks, Allie.
It's nice to have you come in. We just heard from Mike Walsh, who'll be teaching that addiction course. That sounds absolutely fascinating. How did you ever come up with that as an idea for one of your courses?
Well, you know, Mike and Dr. Rick Anderson have given classes for us before, and they are so terrific. They put so much research in it, and the classes are just full. So we just said, would you do one on addiction? And they said, sure.
Oh, I think that sounds like it's going to be fascinating. What other kinds of classes are you going to be offering, Elizabeth?
Well, you know, Allie, we try to keep and get something in for everybody. We have classes on literature, on history, this particular time on the Civil War. We also have dance and theater, plays. One of the things that's very popular is on Saturdays we have people, actually actors, that come in and portray different characters. For instance, like Margaret Mitchell and Mark Twain, and just sort of become them. So we've really just got a tremendous amount that we think it hits for everybody.
It is great. And I have to say, having attended one of the classes, boy, I think it was last spring, it might have been before then, Elizabeth, it's just wonderful to see the people really soaking up all that information. And personally, myself, I always say I want to learn something new every day. And this really affords people the opportunity to do that.
Well, it really does. And you know, one of the fringe benefits is that you meet so many interesting people and really like-minded people when you attend the classes. I've just met some of the most wonderful friends that I just thoroughly enjoy now here on the island.
Well, it's great because, as you say, you end up finding other people that have similar interests to what yours are. So what better way to do that than to link up by meeting in one of these classes?
Well,
go ahead. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
it's true. And the thing is that the teachers that teach these classes, like Dr. Walsh, I mean, they're professors who give of their time. They've written books. They've lectured everywhere. So we're so fortunate to have them. And one of the things that we're having new this year is the Andy Greenstein Memorial Series. Andy was really one of the beginning people with lifelong learning of Hilton Head, and he passed away this year. So we wanted to do something to memorialize him. So on October the 15th, that's a Saturday, Dr. Valerie Truesdale will give a lecture on global education and what's happening in the education field. And if your listeners have not ever heard Valerie, she is a phenomenal speaker.
Oh, that's great to know. And for people that may not know, she also serves as superintendent of the Beaufort County School District, too. So,
exactly.
Well, that's really nice you're doing that as a tribute to a man who was very involved with lifelong learning of Hilton Head Island and getting things going. How many people do you have, or do you expect that you'll have in the fall courses enrolled this year? Any idea yet?
Well, the fall and winter, really winter is our
Right.
biggest term because so many people come back to the island. Around 150 right now, but winter will take it up much more, over 200.
And just so people will be sure to know where to go to find out more on this addiction class or all the wide variety of courses, what is your website that they should check into?
Okay, it's Lifelong Learning, that's one word, at Lifelong Learning, HHI.org.
Okay.
Or you can call 842-8250. It's not too late to get enrolled in the classes.
Oh, that's great to know because, as we said, they start next week, but they still have time now to enroll. What would you say to someone, Elizabeth, who's maybe just sitting back and thinking, well, maybe, but a little shy or reticent? I mean, what would you do to really encourage them to make that move and join lifelong learning of Hilton Head Island?
Well, you know, Allie, when you and I have talked before, and I've said it is the best deal on the island.
You're right.
It really is. I mean, where else can you take courses like this and experience the caliber of teachers? There is a fee of $40 for the entire year. Then each semester is $45, but within that you can take as many classes as you want. And you go to beautiful venues all over the island. I mean, we even go to the Port Royal Beach Club, I mean, right on the ocean. You've got the banks, you've got the Cypress and Seabrook. The businesses are so supportive of our organization. So remember, it's the best deal out there.
Well, Elizabeth Nance, as always, it's great to see you here on the Low Country Report. Best of luck with lifelong learning of Hilton Head Island's fall semester. Sounds like it'll be a good one, and we will check back with you and see how things went.
Okay, thanks, Allie.